with this one right here, we didn't got something, but you got DP with the Oxford Mel, you got the Oxford Mel, you got DP, you got the DP coming into it. So you got the DP and you got the Oxford and you got the Mel, you know, you got the Mel with the Oxford and the Mel, but you got with the DP, you know, especially with DP coming into it and him having this whole, you know, slokalit, like he got his whole slukalit coming into it, you know, just with the Oxford. So something Oxfordy here coming into it, but the whole thing, you know, Oxfordy and Slocksters.
Oxford Mill, yeah, they're looking to get sued for what they do to me and my brother, yeah, real thing. ICE security guard attack. I want anyone who see this right now, let them know that, yeah, I'm my brother link, and I fuck with them do. Them a try bring down black people. And I got them a do a man in a snitching thing. This on a snitching thing. Cause I'm me and my brother are right now.
Aye.
Sapphire beat.
Aye. Aye.
Brigade.
And you don't like suck your mother. Some pussy feel like. Aye. I went out there to lock some cells, fucked up, ended up on the Oxford Mill. In the tea was tops and tails on the block with me set up with dots and shells. Twin spinners that's keen and I kill Riri, and I'm trying to get it for retail. Sweet babes trying to get your details, city boy, but I used to get it by the seashells. I went out there to lock some cells, fucked up, ended up on the Oxford Mill. In the tea was tops and tails on the block with me set up with dots and shells. Twin spinners that's keen and I kill Riri, and I'm trying to get it for retail. Sweet babes trying to get your details, city boy, but I used to get it by the seashells. Bonjour, BJ, my pal. DM addicted to cells. She looking and sticking the shells. I give a dick.
He said I'm lucky to mix in the sales, you know, I'm addicted to the sales, and he said they in love with the, you know, just the waps and the stales, like he said, the waps and the stales and the whole thing, like he said, you know, her loving the stick of a tail and the whole thing of a well, like just the whole thing, like he said, you know, I'm crucified, like the whole thing is crucified and the whole thing is just and devastated, like you know how you beak on it and how you just on diction it, like he said, you know, sticks in the cell and if it's a cell, you know, and he had to go put up the, you know, and then especially those big, you know, them big, you know, rules takers too and everything else, so it just really motion dish them.
Cause it helps. I don't know what to do myself. LL Cool J, cause I'm doing it well. Whip a 2 in a Q and it helps. Cause my stack went low, had to do it myself. A whole corn got fling and a crown. Up boys can't ride with the internet down. My bro says go, not a thing when I'm down. Can't stop for a child, got a thing on me now. Didn't do on me now. Man back thing on me now. Got shot, got shanked to my left side. Man tried killing me now. Big dog at the sell at events. All bad boy, I can never tell you meant. Online man's getting it bent. We put man down with no beef and comments. At the squeeze and comments. Politics fuck around, put teeth in the rents. Ripping flesh, ain't leaving a dent. If your brethren died, put your phone on slide. You shouldn't be speaking when out there to lock.
We said as your brethren die, better go slide and the whole thing, like they say, you know, the bridges, and he said, you know, gotta hold details, you know, and then especially with the details too, and then he said like even the new bridges, like the bridges that be coming around and different satirists, like as they really like put in the resins out like that, like, you know, finding out like they say, you know, it's all kinds of stuff going into it, but just the whole elements and everything else, like you could see what's really going on, because, you know, he got the whole thing just balanced him, like everything is just unbalanced him, everything is just like it's like associated around him, like they say you can't social something that's not around you, you're trying to get away from it, but it's still trying to social around you, so it's like, you know, the whole feed cells and everything else and just the cleese wells.
Some cells fucked up, ended up on the Oxford Mill. In the tea was tops and tails on the block with me set up with dots and shells. Twin spinners that's keen and I kill Riri, and I'm trying to get it for retail. Sweet babes trying to get your details, city boy, but I used to get it by the seashells. Muscle man, we ain't busting a blank. Robbery squad, we hustle and grab. Then disappear, man, I'm just like my dad. Man try at me online on audience time, try know I ain't cussing them back. Change locations, push up to that. Graduation, push up a hat. Friday noon at Jumbo with act lines beating, did man solid and dash. Got no guns and they full up a chat. I told the judge I'm good, but it's cap. Pierce man's neck, then I say go pss, any deeper, then it would've went splash. Free and alive, but I shouldn't get gas. But I'm free and alive, so fuck it, I'm gas. In my spare time, I'm pushing out packs. Just like my hairline, I'm pushing it back. Niggas out here looking for clout. Just look at your life, you look my jail doors in doing time, trying to look for a sign, gotta look for a flap. Been across the country, bumpy, can't get sleep right now, but I'm looking at now.
I tell everyone right now to just love this thing. Snitching thing. Yeah, and my name. You understand? So just love it now.
I went out there to lock some cells, fucked up, ended up on the Oxford Mill. In the T, it was tops and tails on the block when we stepped up with dots and shows. Twin spinners, that's keen, and I kill Riri, and I'm trying to get it for a retail. Sweet babes, trying to get your details, city boy, but I used to get it by the seashells. I went out there to lock some cells, fucked up, ended up on.
Ooh, and the whole thing, like he said, I went up those and this and that. They trying to get the details, like they say. You know, you gotta watch out because people out here, they trying to get details about you. They over here like paperwork and too, and then like they over there taking like screenshots of you, like they even watching you with you every move you making. So it's like, you know, whatever you're doing, you know, just don't be taking the risks. As you know, it's out here. It's too much paperwork going on here because it's like you got people out here, you know, doing this and that. Like he said, you know, it's just a matter of time, you know, what's going on. Because like they say, you know, you can't, you know, escape something that's already trying to come, you know, come take you or come present you. Because, you know, you got people out here, you know, they could be lurking on, you know, so you just got to be watching your sides and your left. Because it's like, you know, everything else that's going on, especially the details, like people get more details of you, they learn more about you, and that's when they really like take advantage, take over the just the stat, like your statistics.
On the Oxford Mill, and the T was tops and tails on the block when we stepped up with dots and shows. Twin spinners, that's keen, and I kill Riri, and I'm trying to get it for a retail. Sweet babes, trying to get your details, city boy, but I used to get it by the seashells.
Ooh, he said with the whole thing, but Oxford, and you got the Oxford and everything else with the DP and like this one right here coming into it, especially with the whole Exity and everything else, like especially with this right here and him, you know, just putting his whole thing, like it's too much stuff going on like this. Like they say, you know, you got the whole things coming in, like mainly everything else, and with him putting his whole thing to his reflect on it, like. Cause you know what you think about it, all this reflection and stuff is like, that's what we really like. That's what we really like get into. Like we really attention to that, like the whole thing. But you know, you got with the DP and everything else, you know, with this whole Brittness coming into it and everything else. But if you guys didn't like this though, most definitely like, comment, everything else, and just with this Slastic